We have a wire, conducting wire, to which the charge Q is given. We want to find the electric field due to this.
Hello students, as you know that the corona disease is going on. I hope you are taking care of yourself in your homes and studying online because the offline classes are not possible in this age. Now I will discuss some important topic. I hope you will enjoy this topic. This topic is very important to solve many problems in physics, particularly in electrostatics. So my topic is Gauss's theorem. As you have studied in previous lectures, Coulomb's law was not helpful in solving certain problems. There are certain limitations of the Coulomb's law. That is, Coulomb's law does not hold when the charges are moving. It holds only for the stationary charges as well as for the point charges. Suppose that the charges are moving and charges are not stationary, then Coulomb's law cannot solve problems. So most of the problems in electrostatics are solved with the help of Gauss's theorem. I will explain first its statement, then its application. So what is the statement of Gauss's theorem? Is the total electric flux. It states that total electric flux through a closed surface. Total electric flux through a closed surface enclosing a charge. Enclosing a charge is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the charge enclosed. Mathematically, it is expressed as phi is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the charge enclosed. What is epsilon naught? It is called absolute permittivity. Permittivity of vacuum. It is also called, vacuum is also called free space. So this is Gauss's theorem with the help of which most of the problems are solved. First I will take its proof for 2-3 minutes, then I will discuss its some applications, how to find the electric field with the help of this theory. So first I will prove this, that the electric flux. What is electric flux? Electric flux, students, as you know, when we take an isolated charge, it emits electric lines of force. If there is a positive charge, the electric lines of force move away from the charge. If it is a negative charge, the electric lines of force are towards the charge. So the total number of the electric lines of force which are passing normally through the surface. Total number of the electric lines of force passing normally through the surface, that is called electric flux, and electric flux is denoted by the letter phi. So what is its proof? It was the definition. I will now prove it and then I will discuss some of its applications. So first I take its proof. It is very simple. Proof is very simple. I take a sphere and the charge at its center. P is a point on the surface. The physicists are very clever. They take some imaginary surface. So I have drawn, I want to find electric field. It is a point through the point P. I have drawn a sphere. First take an elementary portion of the sphere and its area is ds. It is an elementary area. Suppose that the electric field intensity at this point is E and OP is equal to R, radius. OP is equal to R. It is the radius of the sphere and ds is an elementary area. First of all, what is the electric flux passing through the area ds? Electric flux through area ds is d phi is equal to E dot ds. What is ds? I draw the vector, unit vector along the area ds, then E dot ds is equal to, it is electric field intensity at the point P is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square, unit vector R. So unit vector along the direction of vector OP is equal to R is given by this. So it is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square R dot ds. Now I solve R ds. R dot ds is equal to A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Its magnitude of ds, angle between them is 0. It is 1 ds 1, it is equal to ds. So this will be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square ds. Then what is the total electric flux through the whole of the sphere? Total electric flux through the whole of the sphere. Total electric flux through the sphere, whole of the sphere can be obtained by integrating equation 1 on both sides, integral ds d phi, integral d phi is equal to integral 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square ds. So whole of the electric flux is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. Take them outside the sign of integral ds. So this will be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. Integral ds is the whole area of the sphere and whole of the area of the sphere is 4 pi R square. 4 pi R square cancels, 4 pi also cancels. What you get? It is equal to Q over epsilon naught. It is the proof of this theorem, Gauss's theorem. Total electric flux through a closed surface enclosing a charge is equal to 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed. Now I will take one application of this theorem. How will you solve the problem, students? I have already told you that you cannot solve the problems with the help of Coulomb's law, because there are certain limitations of the Coulomb's law. It holds only for the stationary charges as well as the point charges. Now you will not take the point charge, so its application is for the linear charge. Charge is not point charge, but suppose we have a linear charge just like this. We have a wire to which positive charge is given, infinite line charge. So before solving any problem, you must know the problem. What is the problem and what we are going to find out? So to find the electric field due to the linear charges, so I write the problem to find electric field. Electric field due to an infinite line charge. Line charge. We have a wire, conducting wire, to which the charge Q is given. We want to find the electric field due to this charge at any point. We want to find the electric field at the point P, which is at a distance r from the linear charge. P is the observation point. It is the observation point where we want to find the electric field intensity E. Through the point P, we draw through point P, draw a Gaussian surface. Draw a Gaussian surface which is a cylinder, of radius r. So this is the Gaussian surface. We are drawing a cylinder. Radius r. Suppose L is the length of the cylinder. It is given a charge Q. Then what? First, take an area element around the point P, area element ds. The electric field intensity at this point is equal to E. So what is the electric flux? Electric flux through elementary area ds is d phi is equal to E dot ds. It is E ds cos of 0, because the E and ds are in the same direction, angle between them is equal to 0, so it is equal to E ds. Total electric flux through the whole of the cylinder. Total electric flux
Straight that.
through the Gaussian surface. Through the Gaussian surfaces, integral d phi is equal to integral E ds, which is can be calculated. Total electric flux phi is equal to E integral S ds, which is given by phi is equal to E 2 pi r, area of the Gaussian surface 2 pi r into L. This is equation 1. Now using Gauss's theorem, you are doing the application of this theorem. How to find the value of E using this theorem? Now the Gauss's theorem is total electric flux through a closed surface enclosing a charge is equal to 1 over 4 pi 1 over epsilon naught times the total charge enclosed. What is Q? Q is equal to lambda into L. What is lambda? Lambda is the linear charge density. It is linear charge density, so which is equal to charge per unit length. So Q is equal to lambda into L. From these two equations, from equations 1 and 2, from equations 1 and 2, we get E into 2 pi r L is equal to lambda L over epsilon naught. This cancels. You get the value of E. It is equal to 1 over 2 pi epsilon naught lambda over r. So this gives the electric field intensity due to the linear charge at a distance r from the linear charge. So students, we can also solve other problems with the help of this, just like this. So today's lecture is over. I hope you understand the lecture. So most of the problems I have already told you can be solved by using this. So other problems, just like thin sheet of charge or charged spherical shell or charged sphere, we will take it later on. I hope you have understood the topic very well. If you have any problem, you can ask just now or you can ask later on online. Thank you.